Okay, so before we start, I do want to say that I am 14, but I have been working out for 5 years. And I'm gonna tell you what I noticed. And let me show you my physique, just so you know that I'm not small. I'm not just someone talking. Of course, I'm completely natural, but no pump, nothing. Just normal. That's how I look. And this is how I look unflexed, completely unflexed. So that's how I look right now. And basically, what is the secret to gaining muscle fast? So what I want to tell you guys is that there is no secret, okay? What you must do, really, to gain muscle fast, very simple, is stay consistent. So let me tell you the major factors that you have to do to gain muscle fast. Number one, you want to be eating healthy. Of course, you can't eat anything. You can't eat everything you want. You have to have a diet. You have to have a diet, a good diet. Number two, you need to be getting enough protein through your meals. A lot of people think that they need, 1 gram of protein per body fat they have. That's not true. If you're trying to gain muscle, you need more than that. So you need to be eating meals that have 20 to 40 grams of protein per meal to gain muscle. Even I don't do that, and I'm still gaining muscle. That's not a must, but try to do it as much as possible to gain muscle. Now you want to be getting enough sleep. I'm 14, at least 8 hours of sleep. For me, 8 to 7 hours. The recommended is 8, so I say 8 to 9 hours. Make sure you go to sleep early. Don't stay up late. And one more thing that a lot of people don't do is you need to be training hard. You can't be training soft. Most of the times, now if you're just beginning, if you're just a beginner to working out, you want to be training hard, but you want to have a limit. Because when you're beginning, you can't feel the contractions of your chest. Because if you just started training chest, let's say if you wasn't doing calisthenics and you just started lifting weights, right? You wouldn't feel the contraction on your chest because you won't have it developed. So you want to have a rep range. So let's say 6 to 8, or matter of fact, don't even 6 to 8. If you're just starting like 12 to 15 reps. That's what you want to do, 12 to 15 reps. And me, I feel like my chest genetics, they're not the best. They most definitely aren't the best. But my chest genetics they're pretty good, but they're definitely not the best. My chest, I'll say, kind of small. I definitely need to get a bigger chest. But that comes from me. I've been doing calisthenics for 4 years and a couple of months, and weightlifting for 3 weeks. And the reason why my chest the reason why my chest is one of my weak points in my physique is because I wasn't training upper chest. So when you're doing calisthenics, you're mostly training lower chest and a little bit of middle chest. So therefore, I wasn't training upper chest, and upper chest is where you really get that athletic look, or that bodybuilding look, to your chest. But I started to train it more, and it's looking way better. As you guys can see, it's looking way better. So now, training hard. If you're not a beginner, let's say, if you have at least a year of experience, that's when you should be training until failure. So now, when you're trying to gain muscle and you're training until failure, most of the times, all of us have muscle imbalances. Me, one lat is bigger than the other. One chest, one pec is bigger than the other. One bicep is bigger than the other. One side of the abs is more developed than the other side. One of my traps, I think, is bigger than the other. I have a whole bunch of muscle imbalances. One forearm is bigger than the other. So what you want to do is that you want to train the weaker one till failure, and then match the reps with your other hand. And you want to be training until failure by doing that pretty much. And when, let's say they're both pretty solid, you want to just be going one by one. I would say you do a mix of. So there's another way to cut that out. Okay, so there's another way to gain muscle fast. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say it's fast. I'll say it's a way that will most get is guaranteed. There, I would say that this is the way that's guaranteed to make you gain muscle. So there's one more thing that I would say guarantees your muscle growth is that you want to be lifting, like you want to be lifting the weight, like just lifting heavy weight, 6 to 8 reps, and you want to like just be going, because that's what trains fat, your fat twitch muscle fibers. So you want to know, just be going at it like power lifter type, because your muscles are made up of fast twitch muscles and low twitch muscles. So you want to be going fast, do a mix, and then you want to do something which is slow and controlled, and you want to go for more reps, lower the weight, like 15 to 10 reps, lower the weight, slow and controlled, feel the contraction, and do that, and you're guaranteed to see muscle growth. Now, I do want to say I've been working out for 5 years now, 5 years, and I am 14. I'm about to be 15. That's why 5 years. So I have a pretty good physique for 5 years of working out, and this is with calisthenics. It's not even with lifting weights. If you're lifting weights, you can gain more growth. And now, so this is another subject I do want to talk about. So we're gonna go over all the steps I just said, and I'm gonna tell you some ways that you can do it. So number one, I said eating food with 20 to 40 grams of protein, and eating a lot of food like with high calories. If you're trying to gain muscle, you want higher calories. So meals that look like that is just normal stuff that you eat that's pretty healthy. You just want to double it. So like eggs baking, with pancakes maybe. Maybe you want to make that, right? So make eggs, bacon, and pancakes, and just slowly start to eat more and start making more and eating more. And that's one good meal. Waffles, you got rice and chicken, you got rice and peas and chicken, you got fish, rice and fish, like fried fish, baked fish, fried chicken, baked chicken, brown stewed chicken, stewed chicken. You got any type of red meat. I normally eat like normal chicken, and fish sometimes. I don't really eat like red meat like steak and all those other stuff, but a lot of people do. I wouldn't necessarily say that you can't build muscle from having a plant-based diet, but I'll say it'll definitely be way more harder. So if you're looking to gain muscle, you most likely will want to eat meat. It's just has more protein in it, to be honest, and that's what you need. So after your workouts, the first thing, after your workouts, you want to make sure you eat foods with protein in it after your workouts. At least the longest you should wait is an hour after your workout to eat food with protein in it. But the first thing you need after your workout is carbs, stuff that gives you energy, because you need energy to walk and do all the other stuff that you need to do to get home. So let's say you buy a drink, something that has a lot of carbohydrates in it, something that has a lot of sugar in it. Buy a drink, so you can get energy, so you could move, and after you go home, bam, you get the energy. You go home and you make a meal, or you already have something prepped, and you go eat your 20 to 40 calorie meals. And I'm not saying that all the meals you eat must be 20 to 40 calories for you to gain muscle. I'm saying if it is 20 to 40 calorie, if it's 20 to 40 grams of protein every meal, you are way more likely to be gaining muscle, because you're not missing out on any steps at all. Now, the next thing that I said was that you want to make sure you're training hard. It's pretty easy to train hard. Just train till failure. Once you start doing it, you start loving it. Don't be lazy. Give it all you got in the gym. If you're gonna do something, give it all you got. Now, when you train till failure, I'm not talking about ego lifting now, because I feel like a lot of people have this misconception that ego lifting and training hard is the same thing. No, you don't want to be lifting weight that's too heavy for you and you're bad form. But you do want to be lifting weight that's heavy, but it's good for you. You could get a couple of reps out of it, like 6 to 8 reps out of it. And even if you're getting to your like 8 reps, like if you're going for like 6 reps, right? You got that out, and let's say let's say you're doing curls, right? And your form has to go like this on your last 2 reps when you're training to failure. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with breaking form if you're training to failure. But now if you're breaking form on your first couple of sets, like your first 4 to 6 sets, not even 6, if your first 4 to 5 sets, if you're breaking form on that, that's not good at all. So I would say go lighter. And another thing that a lot of people don't do or notice is that you have to check your pump, right? After you come from the gym or even working at home, because like I said, I've done calisthenics for 4 years. After you work out, you're gonna feel good. Your body should feel good after you're done working out. And you want to check it out. Let's say you can post on Instagram or anything, but let's say you want to just feel confident in yourself or have an even more healthier lifestyle overall. You want to be good, big, but not be bodybuilder big. Check the pump. Make sure your chest feels good. Let's say you're working chest. Make sure your chest feels all pumped up. You can flex it a little bit, but barely. And your chest looks bigger. And you do some poses, and you're like squeezing, and your feels good. And you're like, wow, look at my chest. It looks amazing. So anyways, this is the end of the video. Make sure you like and you subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So I hope you all have a good day, and I hope the video helped. And I'll be making more videos like this. I'll make videos of me working out. And hope you guys all enjoy my journey. And I hope that while you guys are watching my journey, I can help you guys start your own journeys and inspire you guys so become better. Anyways, have a good day.